I send you greetings from wherever you are in the world. And this message is powered by neuromelanin. In the words of the late, great Dick Gregory, when the universe pick you and you put on the magic glasses, there are rules to go with it. First, you can't take those glasses off. Second, you don't see things as you want them to be. You see things as they are. And third, you can't force anybody else to wear them. So neuromelanin, everybody has melanin. Doesn't matter what race you are, but not everybody has neuromelanin. And melanated people, who are us, we have neuromelanin. And nobody else has it but us. So I did kind of want to touch on last week's message regarding your angels. And so I did discuss about how I came in union with my angel. But of course, as an afterthought, I started thinking of other things that I could have mentioned. So I'm going to take this opportunity to mention the fact that a little over 30 years ago, I decided that I wanted a tattoo. Now, as we all know, you got to really think about these tattoos, because once you get them, it's permanent. And so I took a lot of time to think about what it was I wanted and what I knew that I would be able to live with after I got the tattoo. And so I decided that I was going to get an angel. And so I found that very interesting that I decided to get an angel. And I think at the time, because I was so very, very into the church at the time, I felt like, you know, I'll have an angel on one shoulder. And of course, that's a metaphor. And we all have a metal on one, angel on one side and the devil on the other side. So I figured I would just go ahead and get the angel. Of course, I ain't put no devil on me now, but I did get the angel. And it kind of makes me laugh, because it's almost like I was predestined to know that I was going to have a good relationship with my angel in later years. And so I did want to put that out there. And also that I was telling you guys the last time that you know, to develop a relationship, you have to talk to your angels. And I was telling another person about that, and she said that she tried to talk to her angel, but she didn't get any type of response or anything from her angel. And so I started thinking about, well, how is that and why is that? And it could be several reasons. The first reason could be that the angel did respond and she just missed it. You know, she just totally missed, you know, the angel reaching out to her, because you can do that. It might be, you know, a light blinking, or it might be something else, but maybe she just totally missed it. Or it could be, you know, her frequency wasn't high enough. And that is a very, very important part of being on this journey, is to make sure your energy is aligned and high and your frequency is aligned and high. And so, and at the time when I talked to my angel and they responded, you know, maybe my frequency was at a point that I was able to recognize when they actually responded to me. And so this is where I want to take you today, is to mention that one of the first things that you need to do is to learn your chakras. Your chakras are your energy centers in your body, and you have 7 of them. And so I encourage you to go online and learn your energy centers and your chakras, and start learning how to balance those chakras. Okay, you have 7, which is your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your heart chakra, your throat, your eye chakra, third eye chakra, and your crown chakra. So go online, learn those chakras, and then start learning how to balance those chakras. And this information is very, very important. And it's very important for you because you have somebody who is telling you what it is you need to do if you decide that you want to go on this journey. Me, I was solo bolo. I didn't have nobody telling me anything. You know, all I had was my thoughts and the internet. So that's how I learned, and that's how I was taught. Because when you're talking about going on a spiritual journey, it's nothing that you feel comfortable talking to somebody else about, you know, whether a friend or maybe a family member, because when you start talking about spiritual things and talking to angels and they talking back to you, they're going to look at you like you cuckoo. So, you know, I had to just keep that information to myself and then try to learn whatever I could, because once I set my feet on that path, I could not I couldn't turn back. I had to find out what it was, you know, about this journey that I needed to be on. And so I am trying to tell you, you know, what it is that is going to get you to the next level if should you decide to stay on this journey. And that first thing is to balance your chakras, to establish that relationship with your angel, and always acknowledge your angels, thank your angels for whatever it is that they do for you. That is very, very important, to be grateful and to be thankful for everything, because in the end, it is your angels that's going to carry you through these situations, who has already been carrying you through different difficult situations throughout your life up until this point. It's just you never knew it, that they were in the background doing all of that. So so I would suggest that you do that, you know, immediately. And also, one of the other things that I encourage you to do is just to find out about your crystals. And as you can see today, I'm stoned up. I'm very stoned up today, because balancing your crystals is, it should be an everyday thing. Balancing your chakras. You know, sometimes, you know, your chakras get out of whack, and it's, you have to balance them. And for me, I can feel when my chakras are out of balance. You know, because you'll start feeling away, and not a good way. You'll start feeling, you know, tired, worn down, confused, and it's usually because one of your chakras is out of balance. So, you know, your lower three chakras are your lowest chakras, which is your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus. So if you are worried about money, or, you know, you're in a scarcity mindset, or just feel that you don't have enough money, you know, if you're jealous about something or somebody, if you, you know, just negative energies, you know, if you're insecure, and fear is a big one, a real big one, you know, fear. And it's very, very difficult to overcome fear, because just when you think that, you know, you've gotten past it, then something else will bang you right back into, you know, that fearful mentality. So it's an ongoing process. And so my first stone here, because as you can see, I'm really stoned up. This is a citrate stone, which deals with my sacral chakra. So I'm trying to get all of my chakras back into balance. This black stone here is tourmaline, and usually your black stones are for protection. And all of this stuff that's going out in these streets today, we're gonna always need protection, and your crystals are immensely powerful. So my citrine, my tourmaline, and then this last one, which is a green stone, it's a powerful stone, and it's called malachite, and it's for transformation, because I'm always transforming, I'm always learning, I'm always growing, I'm always you know, I just want to know more, I want to do more. So this is transformation. We're going into, you know, a different time period, a different dimension, And, you know, this whole planet is transforming. And, you know, like as above, so below. So what's happening up there is happening down here. So we're all transforming. And so that's why it is immensely important to get your chakras and get your energy centers in balance. So that was just the little tidbit that I wanted to tell you guys today. There is my next message is going to be just as important as learning your chakras, but we'll talk about that the next time. So meanwhile, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.